Hi, I'm Miss Hamilton, and I'm your daughter's art teacher. I currently teach Design Basics, 3D Design 2, and Graphic Design Prints and Posters. So for those of you I haven't met, I wanted to give a little background on my experience. I've been at the Mountain for 4 years. It's been wonderful. Before coming here, I taught at the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts. It's a college and museum in Center City, Philadelphia, and I also have gotten a master's degree from there. My master's degree is in studio art. Prior to being an educator, I've worked in conservation at the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and I've also worked in art galleries, and I currently have my own studio practice. I have a studio out of my home, and some examples of my work are I do some installations and sculpture, works on paper, collage, kind of a little bit of everything. And I also have 2 young children. I'm also a parent, so I have a 4-year-old and a 7-month-old. So my studio practice has not gotten a lot of attention recently, but I'll be getting back in there soon. So that's a little bit about me. I want to show you where your daughter's taking her class. This is our art room, and we have a great space for those of you who haven't seen it. Lots of light. We have our wheels in the back of the room for when we throw clay in the ceramics classes, and we also have a kiln. We have 2 large kilns in the back for firing all of our projects. But lots of great space, lots of great light in here.
Design Basics is one of my favorite classes because we get a full semester with the students and we get to focus on getting everyone up to developmental levels in both techniques and concepts. We do notice that many students come in with a minimal art background. Some other middle schools had limited art classes, some may have had none. So this semester we focus on exploring a range of materials and techniques. We start with black and white compositions. Their Zentangles are focused on lines and patterns. That's what they've just finished up now. Next up, they'll do shape and some cut paper. And then we'll move on to some value. So this is all work that's made during the semester. We do digital art. We'll get into some color theory. And that allows them to get into acrylic painting, so watercolor painting, colored pencils, and then certainly more abstract compositions. One thing you can ask your daughter to share with you is the SlideShare that her and I are both in. We have a student-teacher SlideShare on Google, and it's only accessible to your daughter and I. And it's a place where they upload their work, and I give them feedback. They give themselves feedback. They do some reflections. This student submitted her first drawing here and told me all about what she drew and why she picked it. And then for one of our exercises, every time we do like a skill building exercise, they'll upload the image here and then they'll do a self-assessment and think like, did they struggle? Did they complete it? Did they do it very well? And then I'll fill out the same assessment and give them some feedback. They'll also be uploading drafts here, thinking specifically what kind of improvements they'll be making to their work. And then they'll upload their finals. They'll do another self-assessment of their final projects. This will be for their grade. And you can also see they can have a spot where they ask for specific feedback in case the rubric doesn't really cover what they're looking for. And then I also have my assessment that I'll do. And then after we do project assessments, what happens is the students and I have a little conference where we talk over how the student did, where they're struggling, where they're having success, and if there's any big differences in how we assess the work, we also discuss them then. Another thing we're working on is trying to come up with different ways for the girls to interact, both with the girls in their cohort and also with the girls who are in the opposite cohort, because we do know how important all the social interactions are for their high school experience. And also know that at the end of this year we will be having an art show. I don't know if it'll be virtual or in person, but we will be showing their work. And if you don't want to wait till the art show, if you want to see what your daughter's up to now, I suggest you visit our Instagram page. We have one just for our department. It's Mount Arts. And that's it right there. And that's also my email. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.